All right, guys, welcome back. The fourth and final step of how this whole thing works. We get them from a conversation to sin to Jesus, and then, Lord willing, to putting faith in Christ. Awesome stuff. And keep in mind, as equally important as the death upon the cross is Jesus' resurrection. He came back to life. Without that, we have no hope. So Jesus literally rose again from the dead. This is amazing. And guys, it's a huge part of the gospel. Sometimes we jump right past it. Don't. Learn this part. He tells someone, he says, I am the resurrection and the life. And that if we die, look, we're gonna have a physical death, but if we die believing, we will have life after that. What an amazing, amazing promise. Think about it. If God was still in the grave and couldn't save himself, how could he ever save you? You'd have no hope. But because he rose again, we have everlasting hope. So you've gone all the way through this. You started a conversation, you addressed sin, judgment, death, all this stuff, brought them to Jesus, God in the flesh, how exciting, died on the cross and wants to trade places, rose again from the dead. This is all great news, but until you put faith in him, it's just great news. So how do we get someone to the point of receiving Jesus? It's all about faith. Ephesians chapter 2 says that it is not by works. We are saved by grace through faith, not of ourselves. It's not by works. And so you've got to make sure they understand this point. It's not becoming good enough to get God to love them. It's not about looking like you look. It's about putting absolute faith in Jesus. But what does that faith look like? It's important. It's not just acknowledging truth. Okay, I believe Jesus is real now. Okay, I believe he died on the cross. It's not just acknowledging truth, it's choosing to live according to it. All right, the final piece of the puzzle, Romans 10:9 says that if you confess Jesus Christ as Lord, he's the one you're living for now, not even yourself, and you believe in your heart that God has raised him from the dead, you are saved. There's repentance. All it means is you're willing to turn from whatever God says to turn from. You don't even have to get them to confess it to you. They just have to be willing to surrender to the Lordship of Christ and to believe that God raised him from the dead, and they're saved. All right, guys, excited that you've been with us through this whole thing. Conversation, sin, Jesus, and faith. It's the message the world needs. Get to know it and start to share it.